Max with 19,900. Bobby with 18,100. Rudy with 11,100.
And then followed by Dan with, I believe, 5,000. Ed with 3,500. Paul with 3,800. And Robert, the short stack, with 2,900 in chips.
Ed wakes up with Ace King suited here.
Max raises to 1,600.
Max raises with fives. I think we might
1,600. That's a little.
All in for Ed.
I think we'll hit an all in.
That's
in
about
the
half
call
Ed's
here.
stack and what the lines he has
Yeah,
to
we got an
make
all in
that.
the call here.
Max calls.
Get your race.
Typical race. You have to win races to win these tournaments.
Stand up, Ben! Stand up, stand up, Ben! Don't do that.
That means he's acceptable. Ovulating.
Bingo. See, you stood up. Here comes
Max.
Oh my God.
Still with
Hey, how amazing is
Two
this?
outer.
Oh, man, that was a close one, too.
Should have stood up. Instead of squatted like a girl.
Ed doubles up.
I don't know how you got my cards in that hand, but
Actually, Max was down to the one out there, I think, because the five of spades gave Ed the flush.
I almost forgot because we
See, when I play it, I don't ever win. When someone else plays it, you're gonna hit like it's night.
It's not my fault.
he hit that all over the place. That was like,
That's what happens. I've lost that hand across 5 times.
Bobby with nines here.
Well, see, you want to do that.
I think if, as Corey would say, the blinds are definitely big enough to try and steal at this point.
Oh, absolutely.
Bobby raises to 1,600.
Ed with a much needed double up there.
We lasted 2 hands. That's the first hand he's playing, though. He only looks for it when he's playing.
That's true. That's true.
Moskowitz folds.
Still in the line. Still in the line. That's my new song.
Written to the tune of Breaking the Law by Judas Priest.
Come on, there's a tempo on it. Got that from me.
Judas Priest got that song from you?
Yeah.
Something you probably
Suited Dan Dak
I heard
first.
that song before you were born. I would fold if I had my hood up.
Rob with
At
ace king instead.
least before Mac did.
I travel to the future.
I'm gonna go
Yeah, I forgot. That's why I started playing football a long time ago. 17.
Robert all in, 1,700.
Oh, man, they almost messed
Stand up!
And stand
9 more.
Yeah, he's not gonna
It'd be 900 for Max to call.
Okay, I was about to say, I think if you ever.
And for only
Max-
900
Max
more,
is
I
throwing
think Max
900
is just
I scored, I would
playing his 19,000 chips. And
he's got
60. I'm sure he's king. No good. You're not getting that. You're not getting that.
Robert doubles up.
doubles up with an ace on the river.
Double me up next.
Not that he needed it, but that's okay.
Max doubled up with 2 short stacks.
My turn.
you're stacking the deal drop.
Bush beer, breakfast of champions.
He didn't even feel it. I'm like 4 or 5 times since he came back.
It's in my stack.
And cheap beer.
I'll show you what.
I got 25% of my chips right there.
What happens?
What happens when this stack has to bottom?
Hop with
Robert
an
ace queen again. And Max with pocket fives might double him up 2 in a row here to protect a small blind.
You snap call the first one.
Robert all in.
Max is kind of perplexed.
3-8. 38.
Like 18 more.
Let's see if Max is a little
Calls 38.
Calls it.
Max calls.
Boom. I'm out. Heads up. All in.
I believe I have a monster this time.
Trying to get his chips back.
I don't
Trying to
think
get
he's
his
got
chips back.
6 deuce this
Ace
time.
queen. 38 total. We're at 5 again.
Max a
not
little
quite a
more
race
favorite
here.
than he was.
A couple of Rob's outs going. So.
Light it!
Max is a 60-40 favorite here, so it's a little bigger than a raise.
Dan freaking out.
Boom, 5. Uh-oh.
No
Looking
5.
rough. Boom, 7. Oh, 5, 6, 7. Deuce.
With the deuce on the river, Rob is in 7th place. Max finally gets his first victim.
Tricky bound and determined to make them 5 quickly.
I figured, I mean, by the, what is the law something with percentages, I'm due to hit.
So all
And
something
it just goes to show you
Yeah, right there,
Paul
Rob.
Moskowitz' belief that you can
It's
lose
right next to the law of
every single raise.
You know, that's something that has to do with percentages that sometimes.
Like,
Ed to act first.
Mathematics or something.
I don't know.
You're up, buddy.
Rudy with ace 5 suited here.
I mean,
That percentage school.
You might not have been in high school. Nah,
Rudy calls 800.
real good
This
education from there.
calls 800.
Is it normal like that?
Yeah, streetlights are on, for God's sakes.
So fucking funny.
There's our first victim.
Somebody stole the bike.
Well, we do get somebody that'll come in.
Three-way.
Make sure my
Three-way with Bobby, check it.
Gonna check ours.
Sure.
I'd like to welcome Robert back with us.
How's it going?
A little better than you, I suppose.
Yeah, this is since the first break. I have just had nothing, and I tried to play pretty conservative tonight.
Bobby bets 1,500.
Thought the ace queen might hold up, but pocket fives against the big stack. There's not a chance he's going to lay him down.
Sooner or later, Paul Moskowitz's lose every race luck might run out.
Yeah, you can't sit next to Paul and expect to pull out some races. It's just bad karma.
Seemed like for a while there, you just kind of blinded out.
Yeah. I mean, when I told the guys at the table that literally I had queen 4 5 times since the first break, that was not an exaggeration. It was 5 times, and then I had queen 3 a couple of times. So, and those were really the highest cards I would see. And I had the ace 10 the one time against Corey's sub Rudy, and his pocket 7s, of course. He caught the set on me.
Yeah, you're real lucky he let out there, because you would have probably made a continuation bet there.
Yeah. If he doesn't lead out, I probably do make a bet, and he would have taken me out then.
Who do you think the person to beat is today?
Max is just getting some cards. I mean, he's kind of hit a little stretch of bad luck since this last break, but tonight I think he's playing well, and he's got the big stack, and it's such a big chip lead over anybody else. He's really playing it well.
Well, I believe Bobby had very close, but I think once Max took you out, he kind of extended it by a few thousand chips.
Yeah.
Ed calls.
Ed calls with the ace 9 of diamonds here, just about his 10s. I think we'll see Bobby make a bet here to see where he's at.
You may think Bobby's deep in thought, but I think he already knows exactly what he wants to do.
That's 2,000.
Bet 2,000 by
I
Bobby.
think he was just figuring out how much to bet.
Ed folds. First act will be Paul Moskowitz.
Okay.
Yeah, I was real surprised not to see Marco stop in. I wanted to talk to him about his strategy tonight.
Marco, strategy?
Well, supposedly he had a plan, and he was staying pretty consistent. He was calling just about anything against the point leaders and trying to play at them.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the points go and as low as you are, that's not a bad strategy. I mean, we saw it last year. It didn't really happen until the final game, but the guy that was at the bottom of the stack was just all in,
Bobby
4 or
raises
5
to
hands
1,600.
early on and just trying to take chips from people.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. It can work until somebody gets a big hand. And then
Right.
Saying Bobby raised with the ace 9 here. Ed trying to figure out what to do with his 9s.
Ed all in.
Ed made the right move there.
62. 62.
62 total.
6,200 total.
I don't think Bobby can call with ace nine here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and he pulls a Rob Newman.
Pulls a Newman.
Gotta
He must
stand
have
up.
aces.
Gotta stand up.
You're too confident.
Pretty aggressive. Oh my god, I hit one of my cards.
You have ace? Yeah.
Show him the nine.
Stay way too confident.
Oh,
Stood up all
when he
half.
showed you the ace nine, you should have showed him one
I got
nine.
that
Scared
air
me.
ball. Trying to get the J out. I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah. Is there any question when I'm going to be getting knocked out? Who's knocked out next?
Who knows? You
Paul
pretty
with
much
a
going
10
for
deuce
the
here.
ball.
Action on max.
Definitely worried about getting knocked out in the big blind here.
Full turn to Bobby.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Look at me.
Rudy most likely raises ace here, I would assume.
Calls.
No,
Rudy
just
calls.
Real surprise there.
Paul, happy to check the big blind.
Checks around. Checks around.
Gut shot from Moskowitz.
And Paul hits his
And deuce on the river.
Did you say check?
Got the dog.
Whack.
Got there on it. You are.
Am I the luckiest son of this round?
Yes, Paul,
How many
you are.
checks does it take to destroy the light bulb?
What checks does it take to double up Paul Moskowitz?
Hey, you could have. Yeah.
7. 7 checks.
Well played. You read any of that stuff?
I haven't had a chance.
Oh, man.
We got a lot of shit going on.
Paul and Jack's here.
Go to the beach.
See if somebody catches a hand. Suited Dan with a 9-10 might come in. No,
Yeah, you gotta get past
lines
it.
might be a little big.
I think he's too short to be.
I don't think Clark doesn't go out of country.
Little BBB.
I
Huh?
almost feel sorry for Paul getting a big
Paul
hand
in
against
for-
garbage like that and not getting
Like
any
34.
takers. Nope, I'm over it.
That's all right. That's how you play.
In this style play, you just hope for people to go out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back about starting there.
No. Thank you for thinking that.
Action on Bobby to act first.
We started with 3,000. We started with 6.
Oh.
I was thinking 5. Actually.
3,000, yeah, I'm back to starting.
Not a whole lot here. Anybody tries to take it, they should take it down. See, Paul should be raising.
Against
This
the
is where he
blinds,
should
Paul
shove.
definitely be
Yeah.
betting the button.
You got that? No.
He'll either just call or limp in. Probably 90% of the time.
And with lack of
And-
cojones, he'll throw the cards away.
That's what gets Paul. I mean, Paul could
Steve,
be so much. Yep.
but
he just-
won't do it.
He's smart. He's a good player, but he just doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger at certain times.
I think Paul's kind of developed his own style as to what works for him, and I think he goes with it, and he's very comfortable with it, and that's, I think that's, as any player, that's what you have to do.
I'm not saying you should have done
Yeah, but you got to adapt a little bit to the people at the table, and
Oh, I agree.
sometimes he's just too conservative. I mean, there's people, I won't mention any names myself, but that might get a little bit too aggressive regardless of who's at the table.
Rudy picks up queens.
22 play.
Rudy raises to 2,200.
And
If
Paul,
if Paul puts it all in here, I'm going to walk out there and smack him in the back of the head.
right, there's no way he's going.
I didn't think
He
so,
folded
but
it with no raise. There's no way he's playing it. He would have folded it there, even if it wasn't.
right.
Bingo.
Those queens.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
And Paul saying he was real close.
Marginal.
Not in this way.
Ace king. Yeah.
Close to going out.
Yeah, the big game's done so well for me tonight so far.
Rudy with jacks now.
Back-to-back pocket pairs.
Let's see if he gets some action with this.
2,300
I don't think so.
bet by Rudy.
I'm the ladder. Too much mic. Do it, do it, do it, do it!
It's not worth it.
I think Dan's getting restless.
Dope jack.
Really?
What's the next one you're gonna get?
Moskowitz stack first.
It's going downhill. It's going downhill. It's tens. Queens,
My
jacks,
two
tens.
added together.
Hit equal queens? What plus what equals queens? That's what I want to know.
My two added together didn't.
See, I think a bet here wins.
Rudy with no pair this time, but best hand. Ace 5 off.
Not you, Paul. The other Paul, I know. Not Boston either. This other Paul. Paul M.
Ed calls. Rudy announces raise and puts 22 more in for 3,000 on.
Tens, show the tens. They went
He
downhill.
went up to kings, I think. He realized
Rudy's
if I
streaking now.
had kings.
Try the rush now.
3 in a row.
Kill pot.
Ace five, baby. Try the rush.
Ryan the rush limbo.
Max stack first.
Thank you.
What's the limbo?
1 minute, guys. One, three, and
What's the
five.
rush limbo?
I don't know, dude.
Well, let's see what Paul does here with ace jack
Same as the
suited.
king.
He does remember the thing.
You're not gonna ask for much else than that.
Did or no?
I heard it say all of them.
No.
I think it keeps weird. When's am I wrong? I thought I heard it too.
I'm about 4,000. You want an exact count?
Rudy moves
Rudy
all
all
in
in.
with jack 6. Paul wakes up with ace jack suited.
You the dirty team.
I think Paul definitely has to call.
Oh,
He has to.
yeah, if he doesn't,
Even without knowing what
yeah, if he does not call this.
You probably just need to put in 4 blacks to cover his stack.
You can't sit around waiting for pocket aces to get your chips all in the middle.
Have you seen Paul play before?
I have. Unfortunately.
Paul is definitely not afraid to wait.
If there's anybody that's capable of holding this hand with that stack, it's Paul.
Again, if he folds here, I will walk out and smack him in the back of the head.
It's been. I'm
I
surprised.
haven't had a hand. I haven't had a hand.
And once again, I will say,
Really not sure what Paul's thinking about here.
when Paul waits this long,
And you think he
I
just...
just
he
can't.
folds 99%
Paul
of the
calls?
time. That's the first time I've seen him wait that
And he-
long.
finally makes the right play.
Oh my God,
Are you that hard about a suited ace jack? Oh my
Paul! You just saved yourself a
Rest my
pain.
table, seeing what Paul has, wondering what in the world took so long.
I may just go out and smack him for taking that long.
Can you explain your thought process? the
He's
whole
trying to
time?
defend his actions here.
Snap.
No,
Straight flush draw.
Train. Train.
Oh, we're absolutely sorry about that, buddy.
how do you make that call, Paul?
I should have thought longer about that.
You definitely should have folded that hand, Paul.
Man, unbelievable.
How dare you call that, Paul? What were you thinking?
Oh. We'd like to congratulate Paul on going out in 6th place today.
Bobby went to the future and saw
Next
it.
week I will be sure to wear my hooded sweatshirt. That apparently seems to be the magic token for the night. So, you guys have a good night and enjoy the rest of the game.
Enjoy your eating, Rob. 2 weeks from now, good luck. It's a reminder for everyone out there, we will not be playing next week.
Make that call!
You can never fold.
I love you.
I think if it was up to all of us.
That's a green hand for like
Train, is it big only?
Yeah.
Most of us would be here. I, however, would not.
Train, it is big only, right?
You gotta call that happy. That's a happy call. That's like I'm.
I love you, Paul.
A quarter of a second it was taking me.
Oh, you're not even stopping.
You don't want to talk about the
Rudy
last
calls.
Alright, look, he's out the door. He's out the door faster than what it took him to call.
Looks like, and minus the exit interview, Paul Moskowitz is leaving us for this evening.
Rudy Funk's top pair here.
Not sure if that's replay Paul will be watching.
Everything we're saying. Yeah, but the funny thing was, we heard you guys all laughter as soon as the card hit. There's like just 2 second delay, then you guys are like,
2,300 bet by Max. Call by Rudy.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, he is all in.
I'm sorry. Rudy is all in.
I'm sorry.
Max folds.
Ooh, 9 clubs exposed.
what's the other one?
Chose a 10.
Shows a 10. I don't know. I wish I knew the other one.
Bobby once again trying to get any information he can.
Somebody's coming up the rear.
Bye, Robert. Happy Easter to you. Hope your bunny gets you everything you need.
You done playing Call of Duty?
You want to come deal for me? Yeah, I like that attitude.
You want to come play for me?
You can play better than him.
Max with eights here.
Kmart style. Yeah.
Nice.
Get a microphone.
Give him a mic.
Yeah, he can do commentary. Rock style.
The Moskowitz folds is done for the night.
Rock style. Better make it that.
Raised to 2,500 by Max.
Max
Takes
with
it
the
back.
right play with the medium pair.
He said, I just rated those 10-5. He took that page out of my book. He read my blog. 2,000 right now?
Yep. I studied that section.
That's cool. Yeah, we can do that. Here, you want to trade? You got for these.
Ed to act first.
That was awesome.
Awesome.
Suited Dan with the ace
Hey,
six.
we're on a table and figure out what you want to do here.
Take your time.
I think this is
Sure
where
you
you
want
might
to
have
fold.
to make a stand.
You think so, but then Max has to call with the Jack King.
Raise to 25.
Raised to 2,500 by
All in
Max.
For 29.
24.
For 400 more,
2,400 all in.
Bobby commits his blinds.
Max gets 100 back.
Yes! I'm
King
ahead.
Jack versus
I
Ace
feel like I
X.
should have called. Hand.
He's good.
Try not to muck at me.
Oh, good, try to hear. I'm ahead.
That's pretty much a
I
race.
feel like I should have called it for some reason.
I'm ahead. I'm
I
ahead.
had 1,000 in.
He's still ahead, but oh, look at that draw. No, 10.
You need a 10 to win here.
Oh man,
With a 10 on the river.
Dan calls it and gets it.
I think Dan's slightly disappointed.
It's all good. That never happened.
And a hush falls over suited Dan Trout.
We lost one. I don't know if anybody.
Seat open.
I don't say a word. I probably got lucky. Huh?
Floor to remove the player from the table.
We have him chained to it. I have to find the key.
We lost one. Can we have somebody remove this gentleman from the table, please?
Security.
And still can't believe the 10 hit.
He's still shocked. He's still waiting on it.
Still on his chips.
I feel like he took a time off my set.
Just on us.
Looks like Ed called the 1,000.
Back out here.
Oh,
Option.
Max called the 1,000. Bobby folded the small blind. Ed checks his option.
Says check start?
Yes.
Check start.
It's right, dude.
Ed flopping top pair, Max with a big flush draw,
Max?
and now an open-ended straight draw.
15.
Max bets 15. Yeah.
And we'd like to welcome Suited Dan. Maybe you shouldn't call for the card that'll beat you.
Probably not.
Max with a open-ended straight draw.
Max takes it down.
So what do you think the hand of the night was?
For me? Or the hand of the night? No, Moskowitz losing to a runner flush.
Moskowitz.
After a 10-minute wait to call.
Absolutely.
The hand of the night.
Agreed.
I agree.
I agree.
I disagree.
There you go.
Ed with a king queen. Bobby with my favorite hand refuses to play the queen 6 offsuit.
Over
Corey's
to Ed
gonna
in the
move
small
up.
blind. Ed all in.
Points, but irritating because he has a sub for 2 back into 6 games.
Who's in?
Corey, he's in second place.
He's allowed.
I know, but
He's allowed two.
Well within the
Yeah, he's allowed 2. One more.
but
in
his
this-
sub's done well for him.
I'll say.
The sub the first week accumulated Corey 22 points. I believe that's a second or a third place finish. And this week, again, the sub will outlast Dan and score more points than him. I think that's
Well, I'm getting bumped.
kind of a down feeling.
Well, you know what you should do? Get a sub for you.
There you go.
Use some points.
Bobby all
I don't
in.
know anybody
Bobby
that
moves
plays
all in
poker.
with Queen 9, Rudy with an Ace Jack, and Ed with a Jack King.
I don't think he's going to get called.
Rudy's going to call him.
I think Rudy
Absolutely.
might.
Ed folds.
He might not take as long as
After
Moskowitz did.
seeing Moskowitz go down with the Ace Jack, it's kind of it's a lot of chips to commit.
What did you say, what, 8,600 and all that.
Eight minutes, 25 seconds.
Of course,
left in the blinds.
heads up, the hens that are going in as the leader are always losing. That's the trend of the night.
I think today is definitely a good day for Max. He's trailing in 9th place. Or 8th place, I believe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Marco's firmly entrenched in 9th.
It's a very long
Is Rudy still thinking?
climb back.
Yeah, Rudy's still thinking.
Rudy pulling a Moskowitz.
Well, this isn't quite the same, though. It's a,
Oh, he's going to muck it.
yeah.
Bobby
Rudy's not on the short stack where he has
takes
to
it
play.
down with the
That's the
ace,
thing.
with the raise of Queen 9.
If Rudy's pretty aggressive, I would expect it on the call there.
Oh, he'd have raised with it, but calling off with it is,
We are on the bubble, too.
that's true.
What is this bubble
Ed's-
you speak of?
Ed's Ed to act first.
So my horse Bobby's still in this race. My prediction for the beginning of the year to win.
And it's looking better and better with mine going out first.
Yes, with Mark out first, Paul, it's
All in
a
for
very
Ed?
tough road for you.
Ed moves all in with ace 3 and takes it down. Ace 3 suited.
A little blind here and there is always a good win.
I got that from Kmart when I did it.
This guy over here,
What are your plans for tomorrow night? You going to the Akron Poker League? Or?
I'm undecided at the moment. Depends on what the weather does. 3 to 5 inches of snow.
Is it up to 3 to 5 now?
That's my plans, absolutely. That's what they're saying. So, I don't know.
Yeah, the dealer has the most chips.
Ed with pocket 4.
But one has to remember, with Train having the most chips, the chips are in play.
Bobby
I think the
all in.
best part of the
Bobby
night,
all in with 3-6.
86 still.
And Ed
With pocket fours.
with pocket fours.
I think he's got to make the call here.
I think the
When you're on the short stick, you can't.
86.
It's so hard to throw away pairs.
actually it's pretty easy to throw away pairs. You just take them and flip them in.
Bobby's all in for 86, and Ed has 8,500.
Bobby's getting a lot of respect if he folds here.
Ed folds.
Sorry about the point, Matt.
This is where Bobby chips up quite often.
Max stack first.
People are afraid to go out on the bubble.
He may do it again here with suited 3-5. Nope.
Would have worked too.
I think so.
Fine. You get that put up one.
Rudy gets a walk.
Personally, though, I'm getting irritated with our dealer.
Can't hear you.
Oh, he doesn't have the headphones on?
Don't be mad because you made the wrong place.
He just dealt bad cards. I made the right plays. He just lined the cards up wrong.
Action on Bobby first. Folds.
Yeah, he took his headphones off when you guys roared with laughter on that last spade.
We couldn't hear ourselves laugh over you guys.
We heard it out there through the walls.
Maybe that's why
Max
Paul
checks.
never gonna talk to us.
Paul definitely did not want to do an exit interview.
2,600
It was funny.
to
It
bet
was
by
like a
Rudy.
2-second delay. It was like the last spade went, and then silence, and then just screams of laughter. And then Robert running out going, how do you make that call?
Max calls.
Robert does a lot of weird things.
Max calls
Rudy
bottom
checks.
pair.
Max checks.
Bottom pair with the best hand. And the river is not shown. There it goes.
4 spades.
See if Rudy makes another bet at this.
Rudy checks. Max checks.
Deuces.
Max wins with his 10 deuce.
Was it Moskowitz who did that earlier? Somebody else won with a 10 deuce earlier.
It's like the dashboard master.
Bobby
Ed
with
Dak
ace-eight
first.
suited here.
Calls.
Rudy calls.
All in.
Bobby all in.
9,100.
See if Rudy calls with the 10 jack here.
I just think the max was Corey. I'm like, why'd he fold?
Rudy folds.
I do that every week. It's the first week I haven't done it yet. And that's only because Corey's not here, I think.
Rudy Dak first.
Bobby just abusing everybody right now.
Yes.
All right, let's hurry this up, guys. I want to get home before Walking Dead.
We have Ed with the ace king.
Let's see if Bobby tries to steal here.
Max folds.
There you go.
Bobby folds.
Yeah, I probably got a hand, so I'm not gonna look.
Yeah, I would work.
Ed gets a walk.
All right, fellas, I'm going to hit the road.
All right, Dan, drive safe.
Show him.
It's my bedtime.
Yeah.
Pass mine.
I don't stay up past 9.
All right. Well, I'll see you in a couple weeks for
For
sure.
another minute.
I know I was a big letdown to all my fans. Thank you, the one guy.
Yeah, the one fan that's disappointed in Dan's play tonight. We do apologize. He will try again in 2 weeks. Max with the Jack 8 suited. Lets it go.
I have the same ringtone.
You got it from January.
Look at it.
We should
Rudy gets
probably,
one.
think about swapping dealers.
No, I just wanted to. I like when people get
Still
one.
not listening to me?
Green. Ed, waking up with aces. Rudy with a Jack Queen suited.
Hope not.
Ed all in.
Rudy with the Jack Queen of clubs here.
Like I said, let's see if Rudy's just tired of not playing big cards here.
This is one he should fold.
See if he calls it against Ed.
The Ace Jack against Bobby's the one he should have called. This one he should fold. Bobby's range is so much wider than Ed's.
Yes, sir. 6-5
Something crazy. Cheesecake.
Oh, thanks for the parting gift.
Rudy folds.
Rudy with the
Max
right play.
folds.
Not sure that was that hard a decision.
You want to shoot? Too late.
Well, I think he was worried about the big card decision that he's. It seems like every time he's had big cards, he's
Right.
someone's moved in ahead of him twice with Bobby and now with Ed.
What?
12, Bobby.
So funny.
Action on Ed first.
Ed with Ace 7. It's either fold or move in.
Come up.
Bobby with Ace 9. He's going to move in.
Max protects and Bobby moves in as he should.
99 Province.
And the chips aren't won.
Can I see?
He said, can I see?
You see one of them.
9,900. Fold by Max.
Bobby getting a look at his cards for free without having to show any A's.
Bobby seems to collect a lot of information.
Why would anybody just keep showing him stuff like that?
Rudy with a king queen now.
Max with the Ace 7.
See if under the gun Rudy can make something happen.
All in.
Rudy all in.
That should take it
See
down.
you, Ed.
Boom.
Boom goes the dynamite.
But moves Max stack first.
I don't think we're going to see too many pots played here. I think it's going to be all in until somebody busts out. Uh-oh. We
Might see hand quicker than we imagined.
Max calls 1,200.
Just
Was it
called
one-
with ace
one
queen.
card? Just one card has to look. That's all. Good luck, though. Oh, okay.
Ed thinking about 10-6. Rudy with king queen suited. He should have a
Rudy
alarm
checks his
GI
option.
going off in his head with Max just limping in. And Rudy flops top pair.
This is why it's hard to limp with ace queen.
Right.
Bet of 5,500 by Rudy.
Max taking forever here. Not sure what takes so long. Even Tony's falling asleep out there.
Yep. Sorry, I was coding until 4:30 in the morning.
Queen 8.
Shows you a queen.
I would have had 3 8s. So I would have won. No, you'll call it.
Pretty far.
Yeah, queens again. Ace queens. Yeah, king queens. King queens.
Action big, buddy.
It was
Rudy
king queens.
Schmalzer.
And then 8 8. What was it? 6 12?
Bobby Dak first.
Max with the ace 9.
Up.
Ed with 5-7. Rudy with 2-3 suited. Max gets it all.
Ed Dak first.
You my friend.
That's right. Put it in your pocket, buddy. Take his chips. 6 maximum.
Alright, Bobby's got an ace here. Ed's got an ace jack.
And I think under the gun, Ed's going to push.
I'll take the pink one.
Rudy will follow Max over. Let's see what Bobby does.
And Bobby should let it go.
He knows that Ed's range is so tight usually that ace 4 is very marginal.
Bobby lets it go.
I'm not happy about that one.
Bobby fishing for information. They're saying he did his things he let you have that one. I don't think we really
Always.
use that.
Always looking for extra info.
Wasn't big enough. You're saying that you had a bigger hand? Watch the tape.
It was hard not to have a bigger ace than Bobby did.
Bobby all in.
Chips it.
Bobby Owen and King
Of course he
nine
does.
suited. Ed was 6-8.
8 high.
Max Dak first.
Ed with aces.
Again.
Let's
But
see.
again, with no
Oh, and
action.
Bobby shoves.
moves
Bobby
in
all in.
front of him. Definitely a bad position for Bobby to move.
Well, that's great. Flush.
Uh-oh.
That was unfortunate.
Bobby, 16%.
A jack is my out. I don't know about that. I saw some chips on
16 out of 100 times.
Bobby not all in.
I'm just looking for a straight. There it is. 10 ball. 8 ball.
And aces full of queens.
Of course I would run into that.
Well, Bobby, you've got the best hand to fold at least half a dozen times tonight doing that. You were bound to run into a huge hand eventually.
Correct. When you risk all your stack, you only have to win 66% of the time to generate a profit. So
Bobby to act first.
Ed with Jack King.
All in for Bobby.
44.
See if Ed goes in for the kill here.
I think Rudy makes the call if he doesn't.
Ed calls.
Finish the job.
I don't have a monster hand.
King deuce. King
Yeah.
jack.
Deuce, Paul. One time. Let's get a deuce.
Run diamonds.
Deuce.
Run
Deuce.
Bobby needs a deuce and a deuce only.
Deuce and a deuce alone. Bobby eliminated in 4th place.
I'm up. There, Bob.
Maybe enough to keep his 1st place.
With the players that are left, I'm pretty sure it will be.
Yes.
Welcome, Bobby.
See, Bobby's going to add 20 points to his total, and I do believe it's going to help him remain.
Hello, everybody. Fans and non-fans. And Marco. Thanks for not paying. I don't care, though, because I got out for the money. Oh, that was unfortunate. I tried to hold as long as I could, and there goes the ball game.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Jack 7 shove. I mean, I felt like I wasn't raising a lot of buttons, so I thought...
You were raising enough. They folded.
They folded some pretty decent hands to you a couple times.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's I think because I hadn't been like usually I pound the button a lot when especially like at these levels, but I felt like everybody was pretty short since it just seemed like a longer tournament today. Like everybody seemed really short compared to the blinds. So
Yeah, there was one Queen 9 and Ruby laid down Ace Jack.
oh wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's when I see when he said one time. That's what he meant because he was like only one time I'll do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty big laydown for him. So I could have been out then, I guess. I
Didn't.
hadn't been doing that much though, so I thought I would get a little more respect. Plus, on the bubble, you know, everybody's playing a lot tighter. They're trying not to
correct.
lose their stack. So
Almost every time you did it, though, somebody had a better hand.
that's pretty sick. That's kind of odd because you would think, you know, with my image and everything, that they would be snap calling me. But the bubble is powerful, you know.
Oh.
Ed flops a monster here against
This is
Rudy's
good.
top
Yeah,
pair.
Ed's gonna
Rudy
double
bets
up here.
1,800.
Yeah, I really think that.
Like to see Ed just call, but he shoves.
Oh, Ed is
Yeah, I
all
don't know
in.
if I like the shove here because you're not really scared of much.
Don't.
Right.
You may be scared of 2 spades, but I think 2 spades should induce a bigger.
But even then, I mean, if you're scared of 2 spades, he may call still with 2 spades. I mean, at this point in the
Exactly.
tournament, so
It's the second
try to
time
get value.
Second time tonight we've seen a set way overplayed. Rudy did it earlier. He flopped a set against Rob and open shove.
I was wondering about that hand actually.
Yeah, Rob had Ace 10, and Rob's going to c-bet almost every time.
Oh yeah.
Rudy open shoved with a set.
Yeah, it's hard to
Button on Ed to act
it's
first.
hard to get value.
When
I
it
mean,
was
it's
top
just-
set too. I mean, there's nothing that he's raising pre-flop there. That
Well, and the thing about it is you ruin, you know, you let people get off their bluffs. Like
Right.
they're the opportunity for them to bluff.
Correct. It's always better when somebody else commits money to your pot.
yeah, when you got that big a hand, especially if he bets anything at all with what Rudy had back there. Rudy
Yeah.
only had like 2,000 at the time.
Raised to
Right.
2,600 by Ed.
I like Ed raising the button here. I definitely like 3 and 4 handed. A lot of, like you said, Bobby, a lot of button play, a lot of aggression.
Well, as it should be too. I mean, people should kind of know that that's the norm. I mean, it almost cycles around when you have a lot of people that understand that. You know, constant button steals. It's almost like chips aren't really moving. You're kind of waiting for a hand to happen. This should be nice.
Max
flopping two
flops.
pairs.
Ed checks.
And boats up. I think he should have bet the flop, though.
3,000 bet by Max.
I wouldn't bet the full house here, though.
Well, definitely not. No,
Yeah.
I mean, you want him to catch up.
Definitely not.
You want a king to come.
Yeah, you
and
want him
you want
to
to be
get
like,
the king,
you
right.
know, amazing. There's just nothing you're going to get value from that you're betting here. I mean,
You might get a call from an ace king, but the ace king would have bet
Yeah, that's
on the
what I
flop.
mean.
So
it's
Yeah,
really
bet
not
on
much.
the-
I mean,
the
I don't think
turn
any
is
like
definitely-
any just loose queen. You're just going to call. I don't even think ace queen could, but I doubt it. Just with the chip stacks too.
ace queen's a tough call with 2 10s on the
Ed
board.
folds.
I'll believe you this time. Maybe not next time.
Yep, aces were my downfall today. I ran into him twice. I'm pretty sure. So I heard. I tried to play back at one of Max's button raises, and I'm pretty sure he had aces.
3 minutes left in the blinds.
I think he did.
I'm pretty sure he did. I had 5-4 diamonds, and he raised min from the button,
right,
and
yes, he did have.
I-
And I was hoping he would just smooth
that's what
your
I
raise.
that's what I said. He kind of let me off the hook, to be honest,
Yeah.
because I was going to continue with my plan. If he
Yeah.
just called 3K, I mean,
When
if I see a 4 or 5 or a diamond draw or a straight draw, I was probably going to go with it. I mean,
Right, and then when he waited so long and then moved in,
yeah.
I thought it gave away.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody tanks. I mean, when I put like a third of my stack or close to a third of my stack, nobody's gonna tank and then shove. I mean,
Right.
you're not. There's not much to think about. It's you already know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, if you're going to make that decision, do it fast.
Yeah,
Correct. Don't pull a Moskowitz and wait to call with ace king.
that was pretty crazy.
'cause when
I
you-
was so shocked when he flipped that hand. I was unbelievable to me. Like I
I
couldn't
actually-
believe that he really was, like I couldn't understand what there was. to
what
think
his
about.
thought process behind
Yeah.
waiting that long?
I actually thought he was going to fold.
Well, that's the thing about Paul's game. I mean, he has a real tight game, but like.
Ed is
I
all
don't
in.
think he thinks about how the blinds are going up and how it affects his stack compared to that. Like what hands, like because for anybody else really that's automatic
Oh,
shove or
it's a
call.
no-brainer,
It's like
yeah.
there's not much to think about it. You can't. What are you going to wait for if you're folding ace jack there? I don't know
What
what
hands
you would.
are you waiting for? The gear change definitely needs to happen
Right.
a little sooner, I feel.
Yeah,
In Paul's play, I think he could become very profitable.
yeah. I mean, because he has the tight image. Everybody thinks he's super tight. So like. He should be taking advantage of that. He could even bluff sometime. I mean, he could do so much. Sometimes I wish I had his image.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I know, because I would love it.
Action on Ed.
Ed with pocket pair pre-flop.
So I think all the people that needed to get out before me got out, so I feel pretty good.
Yeah, you're locked
Yes.
in the first place. Corey was in, I think, fourth.
So he's going to be pretty close. Actually, he's going to gain a little bit of
He'll
ground.
pick up some
Ed
ground,
bets 3,400.
3, 4, 34. Oops.
yeah.
34.
Plus 20.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
152. Corey
3,300.
27.
Still takes it.
So
Yeah, he's
130.
still, he's
4.
still well behind you.
So I'm going to be like 20 points.
14 points.
I need to ship the next one, and then I can just coast.
You win
So,
the
yeah.
next one.
Then I'll start 3-betting and 4-betting, like first blind levels. Start getting,
Well,
Going
I'll tell you
crazy.
what, a couple of 10-pointers, though, and
yeah.
you're right back.
You're right back out of it.
It's hard. I mean, it's hard.
'Cause that's
It's really hard for me to go out last, to be complete. I mean, I've went out eighth before, but I'm saying I really have to try to go out. I mean, it's
Great time for Ed to pick up hands.
yeah.
Max raises to 2,600.
See, I would love to just see a call here.
It's hard to just call.
I know it is.
I feel like this point with the stacks, everybody's raising and stuff. I don't know if what did Max raise?
Max raise.
Oh, yeah.
Small blind. Blind versus blind. Max
Okay,
versus
yeah,
small
that makes
blind.
more sense. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you can call. I guess
Right.
it's just for the hand he's representing. I would
Exactly. You
I'd
have to
raise.
think: is what is Max playing with? Do you want to see if you're good now,
Raised to
or
8,500 by Max.
do you want to wait and
by
see
Ed.
if an ace or king comes on the flop and then your queens
Right.
are beat?
Well, because what he's representing, he
folds.
could very well have like ace 5 or anything. And then
Absolutely.
ace comes up, and you're like, man, why did I call?
So you definitely
I
want
mean, I'm not saying it's not a chance.
Yeah.
But-
No, it's definitely. I mean, I think it really depends on the structure, though. I think if it wasn't this deep, right, or if it wasn't this late in the tournament and everybody's so short, just calling would be great because you can.
Just from seeing Max play a lot, he's going to bet at it quite
Yeah.
often, whether an ace or king comes or not.
Blinds are 800, 1600.
Max was 6 this year.
There's Ed has my hand. That's my demise. I wait around and I'm waiting ace 4 in the
walk
small
into a
blind.
7-jack and feel like it's golden. Perfect opportunity to buy a pot.
I feel like from the button, I mean, you can't fold that. Jack 7. It's suited. No.
Yes, that
No, I mean,
definitely adds
I think it's like 2.5.
I don't mind it though. I mean, I feel like they're fold. I mean, Ed's folding a lot, and if Rudy's folding ace jack to me, I mean, then I think Jack 7 shove there is really good.
Compared to you one time when you shot on a small blind.
Oh man.
Falling backwards.
I mean, it was 4s, but
Eight, 16.
yeah, I would have snap called you
Yeah.
if I was there.
That's why I never know what to do at this tournament. I feel like sometimes I'm doing the right things, but then sometimes I'm like, I wonder what they're folding, and then I watch it back and I'm like, wow.
All
man,
in for Rudy.
See Rudy moving all in.
But Rudy moving with you.
I like that.
Fine.
I like that. I mean,
Out of the small blind with the button folding, I think you.
I wish I knew what his
7,600.
stack was. Is that all in?
7,600 is his all-in bet.
7,600 all in.
Yeah.
What are the blinds?
They're
16.
And
8 and 16, so it's.
6,000 more.
See, on there, I think if I was in max spot, I would have to call King 8. It doesn't seem. I mean, what? Almost shoving
Well,
into 2
it's-
nowadays.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I think Max has a decent sized chip stack that he doesn't necessarily that he can afford to lose
Yeah.
1,600 and
I don't
still
think he realizes quite how big a range. Rudy's
wait
gonna
for a
be
bigger
shoving
hand
with.
at that point. But
Ed gets a
feel
lot.
like with the blinds being so high, he could be shoving anything. I mean, if King high is good there a lot. It's hard to call with King 8, but I mean, this has by far been the longest tournament I think we've had
Oh,
this
yeah.
season.
What
It
time
was
is
really weird at the beginning, how everybody was just
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. It
playing so.
was forever.
Max
before
stack
anybody
first.
Went out.
it's only 940.
Really? Max all in with 7s.
See if Ed
Max
makes
is
a
all
call
in?
with King high.
17,700 max is
A
all.
lot of chips.
Ed with the big stack.
If Ed makes this call and wins, it's all but over.
Yeah, Ed's not
See,
making
these
that
are
call.
rigged. That's why they do.
Max takes it down.
I don't think Ed's played a whole lot of short-handed poker.
Action on Ed.
Ed with 6s.
Kind of glad I didn't cash in the game that Mike didn't buy. I feel like I win. I feel like I.
32.
3,200 raised by Ed Woodward.
Yeah, it's like a bonus.
Yeah, it was like sweet. I guess I'm gonna get one to bubble on. This would be the one.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Max calls.
Now we gave you too much. Heads up.
Both players check. $3,200 bet by Max. Ed folds.
Max takes it down.
I'm just still amazed at how long this is lasting. With
Seems to be a very long game, but it's only 20 till 10, and I think we've been at this blind level before, so...
I think it was heads up every time. I'm pretty sure. All right, here we go. That is in the big
I
one.
think there was a couple times we didn't get done till after.
Rudy folds.
I think for some reason we can find a way to blame
Max
the dealer.
folds.
There's always some way to blame the dealer.
Yeah, he's not dealing anybody hands. Everybody's getting
You
like...
throw some aces and kings out there. Yes, definitely look to the heavens for
He
us.
was
That's where we
dealing
are.
people hands. They were just folding them to him. So they picked up aces.
That's sick. I mean, to be honest, it kind of makes me regret not raising my button every time now. I was folding a lot of buttons tonight, actually, and it was kind of surprising myself.
Hindsight, my friend, hindsight.
Yeah,
Action on
I
Max.
I don't mind the way
Max
I play. I,
folds.
mean, I held on a lot with 10 big blinds for so long, just trying to make something happen.
The tough part about this tournament is 10 big blinds is pretty much the standard.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. 10 big blinds is like 20 in this tournament,
At this
especially
rate,
at this
it's
level.
so- You have to open up a lot sooner at the speed that these blinds go up compared to chip stacks.
Well, that's why today I tried to open up real early in the tournament, like play a little bit more hands than I would usually.
You might see a hand here.
But I kept getting re-raised early on. It was really weird.
Ed calls.
I had pocket pairs.
Rudy is all in.
Looks like Rudy
all
is
in with
all
the best
in.
hand by far.
6.
Got both the other hands down.
7,600
What's
is
he all in for?
7,600.
$7,600.
Max calls with King 10, I think.
It's not 6,000.
So this is one of those spots where if he's going to call with King 10, I think he should have called with the King 8.
Right.
It's very similar at this level. I mean,
Yeah, there's
I guess King 10. I mean, you're what he's suited to, so he probably thinks like that. But
it's almost no difference
That's right.
statistically. I mean,
I mean, he has straight outs too. I mean, he thinks,
it adds a few percentage points, but not much.
Ed thinking.
I don't know. I'm almost at this point. I'm almost like shoving and calling with any face card with these blind levels.
Especially any two.
It's too. Yeah, it's any two.
Ed
is
folds.
just powerful.
Rudy in good shape to double up here. Let's see what happens.
A lot of hard outs.
Would you fold?
Me?
Yeah. Did you fold an
I
ace?
had one of his.
Let's see if Train can flop him like we like to see the magic. Look into the heavens. Here it comes. Bink.
Oh.
I knew it.
No help.
I
from
knew he could get
anybody.
the sweat. One jack's gone.
No
too,
help?
and one jack's.
And an 8 on the river. Rudy doubles up.
Now we got a game. What's that put Max at now?
Max doesn't have
Max should be about
Max has
10.
16,000 now.
What is it?
Or I'm sorry, not Max. Rudy has 16,000.
Rudy has 16. Max should have about
Has just about 15.
15.
16, 15, and then Ed, I'm assuming, has.
Ed
20.
is just under 20.
Yeah, it's
Last
still
I
pretty.
counted.
pretty
spread
even
out.
now. And
Here
now
we go.
Max picks up ace king.
I would expect to see a shove here. I mean, I don't know what else he can do.
He's
Yeah.
all in.
And
Max is all in.
15, 7.
Ed folds.
As for a chip count with his 10-3 diamonds. See, personally, I don't like to waste time. If I'm not going to call, I don't need to know how many chips
Well,
you have.
I don't think he looked at his hand when he asked. I
Really?
think he just asked and then looked at his hand, just so he can get a mental note.
My mental notes
Rudy
are
with
shot.
pocket tens. Max with threes.
Everybody's
Max
pretty
all
spread
in.
out, so I don't think that.
We have Max with threes.
Yeah,
Rudy
good
with
shot.
pocket tens is definitely going to make this call.
Who knows, man? He might fold.
He's all in.
No, he's calling.
Roll, guys.
For sure.
Rudy calls with tens.
Max with 2 outs.
He didn't like to see that, for sure.
Threes versus tens.
He said, "How do I run into a pair three-handed?"
Yeah. It's a very tough situation.
Threes are very close to ace high.
An ace and a queen on the river for it.
Chop. No.
No.
Aces and
Almost.
tens.
I was rooting for a shot for some reason.
You always root for the most brutal thing.
I love punishing people. I don't know what it is. I just love people getting punished.
Not us. We weren't laughing when Moskowitz lost that hand.
Yeah, I hate that. It sounded like the crowd went wild in here.
That was
Lost Max.
It's
Max
just
out
a
in
funny
third place.
thing. I mean, for that, because you just don't expect it. He got punished for the whole waiting to call. If he would have just snap called, that flush would have never hit.
Well, you knew when that 3-card flush flopped that he was losing it.
Yeah.
Play through the break. That's not me.
All right, Bobby, we'll see you.
We'll be back to get beat at Call of
Welcome,
Duty.
Max.
Oh.
How's it going? Call of Duty here in a minute.
All right, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Got a question for you.
Okay.
You called that all in with the King 10. A couple hands before, you folded a King 8. Not a huge difference in the hand there.
Right, yeah. I let it go that one time. I knew we were getting shorthanded, so I was thinking I almost called, but yeah, I almost called it, but I just wasn't ready at that point to put it on, and then I had King 10 suited, and
Rudy's all in.
I just decided to give it a whirl there, and he ended up having me dominated.
Yeah. Just wondered. Because the way the blinds were, we were saying that you almost should be calling.
Yeah, that's why I almost did call right there, because the blinds were getting. And I mean, I didn't really end up. I wouldn't really want to shove with threes at this point, put my tournament life on threes.
No.
But because blinds are so, I mean.
There you had to. Yeah.
Three-handed, I think a pocket pair is definitely
it was just a cooler. That was all that was.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do there.
And I was hoping when I flopped 2 pair with the queens and tens and then turned the boat, and I was hoping that with the way that I was playing Ed all night, if I checked or he checked, it would be the symmetrical action, and then when it would come to me, if there wasn't any action, I would just bet out exactly what he put out, no matter what. And I did it a couple times earlier, and then that last time he said he's going to let me do it once, so I figured if I bet the exact same amount he let out again, I figured I might actually get a call on it, but
yeah.
Ended up folding it.
He actually had a double belly buster when you filled up.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy to act first.
If you'd have checked one more time and
Wait, at Broadway?
Well, no, he had ace 8. He with the way the flop and turn was, a 9 or a king would have.
Okay.
Raised to 6,000 by Rudy.
I was thinking the only thing. No, I was thinking the only straight out there was Broadway.
When he had the draw.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like
Yeah.
a Broadway draw. Yeah. I was just trying
Actually,
to
you're
remember
right.
back to what
No,
the
there
flop
wasn't.
was.
There wasn't. I was thinking it was double, but it was just the same. You're right.
Button moves to Ed.
What, it was a 9?
It was 10 jack queen.
That's right. Yeah, the 9 moved into. That's right. That's right. That's why when you got the boat, we were kind of hoping you'd check again and see if you could hit something.
Ed is all in.
Yeah.
I almost did, but I figured if I checked again and then nothing came out and I don't get any value, I mean, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rudy folds.
Unless he hits something, you're not.
I was just like I was saying earlier. I was just following symmetrical actions. What I did with him earlier, like every single time me and him were in a hand, it was just like whatever he let out, I went and let out. So I was just kind of going with it to see if he thought I was just
Rudy to act first.
bluffing at it or.
Rudy with a king high, Ed with a queen high.
Rudy calls.
Rudy just calls.
Check.
2,300 bet by Rudy. Ed folds.
Sometimes I
It came with a mouse pad that's shaped like a poker table. Yeah.
State of the art.
Because I could barely hear it. It seemed like the player was exceptionally loud.
Sometimes you guys get really we end listening here and trying to hear what's going on. We got Ed with an ace jack.
Ed
Corey
Jack
with
first.
A 7 jack suited. Rudy with a 7 jack suited.
Raised to 5.
Raised to 5,000 by Ed.
You didn't run into aces.
It wasn't aces, but it was close.
Rudy folds.
I mean, 10.
Fold, fold, fold. Fold, 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 fold.
Actually, I think he was a little worse than you. Because you could hit streets.
That's like what, 5% or something like that.
1 minute left in this blind. Rudy calls.
Rudy trying to play some pots now.
I think this is again the scenario where you have to raise on your blind.
Rudy bets
Or raise
4,000.
on your button. Heads up is uneven.
Ed
bigger.
folds.
Bigger show of why that works.
Button on Ed.
I think the aggressor in the heads-up game definitely takes the advantage if they move quick enough. Yeah, I mean even as a short stack, if you make the right raises on the button, you can take the advantage pretty quickly.
Queen 7 for Ed, Queen 6 for Rudy.
Rudy's more worried about stacking his chips.
1,000, 2,000.
Raised to 4,800 by Ed Wergler.
What are these made of?
Yeah, Ed
Those
raised.
are plastic of some kind.
There's probably a piece of metal on the inside.
Think about it. 1, 2?
Yes, it is. Blinds are 1,000, 2,000.
Ready to get a second for some blacks out? Some blacks out too?
Rudy all in with an ace 8.
Thought Ed was going to shove it in right there.
Just 2.
Do it.
Depending on the size of your raises, you have.
Rudy raised to 6.
Raised to 6,000 by Rudy. Blinds are 1,000, 2,000. Ed folds.
What time is it? 9:56. No, it's gonna pour up snow tonight and tomorrow and Thursday and Tuesday.
Go up to the casino, stay up there for the night. You'll be fine.
Start taking advantage of free room and
Go to work.
Action on Ed.
pull a diamond. Get off of the other ones that are on there. They'll give you some.
He gets like 75 hours a week in the poker table.
I recognize that. Just act right. You're on them.
Nice catch.
Call and a check. Rudy to act first.
Ed just called with King 10.
Runner here for the win.
He just needs one card.
Ed was all in. Rudy folded.
Not sure why we wouldn't do that pre-flop.
What are
Do it
our
there.
approximate chip stacks, Tony?
10.
That's just under
That play
it.
just confuses me.
You're giving people an opportunity.
Yep.
Right, to hit and check to.
But has 2,000 out in the big blind.
I didn't hear that back there.
Just under 20,000 for Ed.
So
Which-
that means Rudy probably has about 30.
35, 34.
Yep. I think each player started with 6,000 in chips. 9 players, 54,000.
54,000 plus or minus chip up.
Right around there.
Si, senor. Action is on Rudy. Raise to 8,000 by Rudy.
Rudy raises to 8,000 with the 2-5 offsuit. Ed
shoving
has
all day on
Ed has ace-5 suited.
And the hand pretty much plays itself.
All day and twice on
Once
Sunday.
again,
Ed is all in.
Yeah, made the right decision there. I'm not sure how much he's played shorthanded in heads up.
11,500 more.
11,500 for Rudy to call.
If Rudy calls, he
Well, it's hard. That's the thing. Like,
Close
that's
to
what's
being
cool
done
about
for.
playing online too is people didn't have experience with shorter handers because they never made it foreign tournaments. So they're used to playing like the normal dynamic, but once they make it there, they're like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
Like, I don't know about. Yeah, it's real crazy.
Rudy
That's
folds.
why I used to like to play a lot of heads up, sit and goes.
Yeah. Well, I would too. I would play everything. I would play shorthanded. I would always play 6-max. I would play 6-max tournaments. I'd always be like.
I've never
type of
played-
situation, situation.
Yeah, I never played a 6-max tournament. I used to play shorthanded tables in a cash game.
6-max is fun. Yeah.
Ed to act
It's a little
first.
more aggressive, so it's really easier, but it teaches you a lot. And when you play full ring, you're bored out of your mind, but you can.
Yeah, you gotta rein it in. Yeah.
Spaz out.
Rudy to act first.
You know, I lost the Kings game and so mad about that hand. That
You were
I played.
pissed last night. That seemed like you were
I was
losing
pissed.
like every fucking hand, and you're just like.
I was so
Like-
pissed. I was mad about the way I played. I like
Rudy
like,
with a
taking
king
the value
3.
down. I had ace 9 and ace 10.
Moves
Rudy all in.
Ed's got a queen 5.
he's not going to call with that.
Yeah, I don't think he will. Not yet, anyway.
5, 4, 3, 2. Nice close.
Like I was surprised that you called. Like,
I was tilting too. That's the only reason. I was tilting back.
Ed to act
That's part
first.
of the reason I covered those 3 too. That's so true. I almost just raised.
I don't know. No, I mean, I had like I don't have a problem with losing. I know I can get money back. But
Ed with pocket 4s.
that's what I hear.
Said he just called and that's what I do see if Fruity.
He just called with 4s.
Yeah, I think he's trying
See
to
who's in the green
shove.
thing.
That's the word.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be overs.
Yeah.
and with 3 overs on the flop, let's see what happens.
Checks.
Check. See if he's got the ball.
Ed is all in.
Pushes.
I'll tell you what, if Rudy can catch a hand and check it,
I think like you were saying in the commentary when I was playing Bobby, when you're like sometimes you gotta get creative. I think that's what he was doing was trying to get him like, and that's what and when I had, I don't know if you were still in, I had Ace Queen, and Rudy just checked down and then he shoved on the flop. I think it was King 8-8. That might have been it. The only reason I called with it was because I figured if I called, he might just think I was trying to get him to see a pot and he might shove. Which if he, what did he have queens?
Well, I don't know. What
I think he probably had queens.
I don't think he had queens.
I mean, I think I was beat anyway.
What do you mean for a full house?
No. I just think.
Rudy raised to 8,000.
I just think he
Ed folded.
queens.
I don't know. Man. Since King 8-8 flop, there wasn't much. I didn't gather really much information.
all right, Train, time to deal in both hands.
No, I had an 8, so it's like.
Go
I mean,
aces
I
versus
understand being
kings.
creative, but in heads up, there's not much creativity you can do with flop. And with these stacks, you kind of.
Yeah, I was just. I mean, I
You're not-
was playing so tight though that I figured that if I just tried to limp in with one, I might get it. I might get a shove. Since I think Ed did that to me, or he repopped it up when I just min
But
raised
there
or.
wasn't a lot of 3-bets going on today either. There wasn't a lot
Yeah.
of people raising.
You don't get a whole lot of 3-bets in this game,
I know. Well, that's what I was thinking about.
even when they should.
I had no spots to 3-bet today really that much.
Oh, the hand when I shoved no one.
Yeah, aces.
What'd you have?
I had 5-4 of diamonds.
Yeah, I'm back here going, just call.
Yeah.
Just call.
Yeah, I don't know why you do let me off the hook so bad. Because you know if you just flat there.
Ed calls 2,000.
Well, I was either
Rudy
gonna
checks his option.
re-research that, and I didn't know what to do. I was thinking about re-raising
I
it.
mean, you shoved. I mean, you could have even made it like
Ed flops top
6,000,
pair.
and that would have made me maybe shove over, just thinking that you're trying to re-steal my steal.
Rudy has
Yeah.
complete air.
When you called it when I shoved on Dan, I had kings.
What's that?
I had kings on Dan when I shoved it on Dan. When that ace came out.
4,000 bet by Ed.
I figured if he hit an ace, no,
I
whatever.
know it. I'm a genius.
Yeah.
Genius, he says.
I kind of am, dude.
I'm thinking more like idiot savant.
Rudy folds.
And drop the savant, you'll be okay.
Oh, what's all this doing?
Button on Rudy.
Is this what he's talking about getting new or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This mixed board.
He said he bought one that's not even out in stores yet.
Rudy folds. Ed Dak first.
So bored, even the dog is asleep.
I know one thing. If Bobby'd been out there, this game would be over already.
That's right. Sure, we never fold.
Rudy Dak first.
Especially at this point.
Till you run into aces.
Yeah. If you didn't have aces, we fold.
Probably.
Yeah,
Just about.
It's
It's somewhere between fours and aces. We know that.
yeah.
This is the true battle of attrition.
Let's see. How you gonna sneeze and try and build a house?
Ed checks.
I'm sorry.
He's up a lot, right?
It looks like unless Ed's got like four. Unless Ed's got like 4 pinks.
Rudy flops nothing. Ed flops top pair again.
Ed does have 4.
6,000 bet by Ed.
And another fold.
God, I would love to see Ed check one of them one time, just to try and see if Rudy will bluff it one.
Yeah, I mean, it's harder to make moves like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's thinking about.
Ed Dak first.
I don't know how to get anything hit.
I'm sure they got to readjust. 'Cause
Yeah.
Ed with a 5 eye.
Corey with a jack 4. Corey. Rudy. Corey with his best finish of the year tonight.
Ed
Rudy
fold.
got second for him.
Oh, did he?
Corey's
First
done
game.
fairly well.
First game.
No.
That was his sub as well. I believe that was Rudy.
Yep, that was Rudy.
So Rudy is guaranteed second again at this point.
He hasn't got a second yet. He's got
Rudy,
2/3.
that's 2/3,
Corey's got
yeah.
2/3.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Thank you. I'm right again.
Yeah.
So this is Corey's first, second place.
Yeah, that's what I just said. It's Corey's best finish of the year.
And with this second place finish, he will be, I believe, second overall.
Well, yeah.
Mark will go to
Very
141.
close between Ed and Corey. The winner of this game will be
determine.
second place.
I hope he got so much. So, well, no, that,
No, Dave helped me out.
yeah.
If
Oh,
Ed
yeah, that
wins,
too,
he'll be
both of them.
tied for second with Mark.
Me and Mark both turned 2
And Ed will have 27.
Actions on Ed.
Yeah.
Ed all in.
Yeah. Corey wins, he'll have second.
I'm happy about it.
Looks like Ed's all in with an ace 4.
Yep, that's Ed's old card.
And Rudy folds.
Holds King 8.
Ed takes it down.
Can you see how many viewers are still on there?
I think there's a way, I'm not sure.
Rudy Dak first.
Not back here, but EJ can.
What's that?
Yeah, look at the stream.
Rudy call. Ed checks his option. Ed checks. Rudy bet 6,000.
Ed with bottom pair and a straight draw. Rudy with second pair. Views. Oh. Boy, our season, we were a lot higher than that.
Ed is all in.
Ed all in with a deuce 6, pair of deuces, and Corey with or Rudy with a pair of 4s. Let's see if he makes the right call here.
You gotta, I mean, come on, this is the next
Yeah.
time you gotta be thinking that, you know, he's just jamming now. But, I don't know, I have a feeling if he's
What are you putting him on? Ace 3?
It might put him on a 5.
Was there any raise or anything, or did they check and
No.
call?
Yeah, don't say anything, Tony.
Yeah, there was no raise pre-flop. Rudy let out. Ed moved in.
Yes.
Thank you.
Rudy calls.
Thank you.
Oh, we're still not over.
Well,
but it's better than nothing.
But it could be, and if it's not, it's real close. 3, 2, or 6.
80%.
Another 5.
And Rudy gets the win.
I meant 4. You know.
Oh yeah, Rudy won. I thought Ed was losing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was either over.
What?
It was either over or.
That was not an easy call.
How much does Ed have remaining?
Looks like 13,500.
Well, that window was 3 point. I didn't think he had that many. One double off the straight there, too.
Ed folds.
Ed folds. We did not see any hands that time.
So Rudy only has I mean 19 and
37 to 13.
We're not getting the cards again.
We are not seeing the cards. So for the viewers at home, Ed may have aces. Rudy also may have aces.
That's okay. No, that's fine. It's yeah, you're good. Don't worry. You're good. Don't worry. It's okay.
Is it ready to go? Might not be reading his cards over there.
Slight technical difficulties.
We have season 3's cards on the table, and it read it for some reason. It's okay. I wouldn't even have thought.
Whose fault is that?
Guess.
Good job, PJ.
Nope.
Oh, we're blaming PJ.
Okay. Is she?
Not back there.
We still do not see the cards.
You guys are gonna have to wait.
Yeah, wait out this hand. There's an 8, king, and 4. Ed folds.
Can we just reset that? Just reset that.
Ed stating he didn't have
Yep.
shit.
I don't think it matters right here. I think he needs to shove with whatever 2 cards he has. Yeah.
straddle it. Yeah, I couldn't believe he took so long to call with that.
Oh, I really thought he was going to.
I thought he was going to.
I saw his cards and thought he was going to.
I mean, like when you're that short stack, you have a suited ace, you push a high one like that.
Well, that's because he did the whole.
Action on Ed.
There we go. Ed
Now we're
with
back
3,
in
5.
action here.
I think with Ed's short stack, 60-40 is not bad odds.
Ed folds.
Yeah.
You have to shove anything.
If he doesn't have one of your cards, you're getting the right
Better to be
price.
the aggressor. Right. They get so much folds, so it's picking up 2K or whatever it is each time.
The credit card dojo is getting
And like I
bigger.
said, if you
Here
do
it is.
Yeah, if you do get called, you're still 60-40. I mean, that's not terrible odds. I'm not sure the odds are right on this one.
Does anybody know where the blind was the last hand?
We did not notice. No.
See what's true?
Looks
Oh,
like
the dealer button should be on the small blind.
Ed just
Shouldn't it?
grabbed the button prior to this hand. Ed grabbed the button prior to this hand. So the button was on Rudy, and then Ed grabbed it at the start of the hand.
Oh, yeah, we can watch the delay.
Yeah, can you tell from the delay?
Yeah, that's where he got it.
Rudy should be the small blind this hand?
No, Ed should have the button, right?
Ed should have the button.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
right.
Ed should
Okay.
have the button. I believe.
Because I mean, he was over there. That's right.
But isn't small blind always the button?
The big blind, where you have to get the big blind.
No, I'm the big blind. The button should be over there.
I
It should be.
The button was right, the chips were out wrong. Yes.
We just watched Ed pull the button to him.
I mean, that's what I thought.
actually, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Ready?
Can we just push play?
Ready?
Yep.
That's wrong. That's where it's right.
Hey, we gotta watch that. Yeah, we gotta watch those cards.
How much is it?
I'm grabbing all the cards.
Call.
I know. Good luck.
Ed all in,
Oh my
call.
God, I got the same suit I got.
Rudy with the Queen 6 for the win.
Eight eye. Let's look.
3 hearts.
I like to see Queen 6 come through.
I like to see 3 hearts. That's over.
Good game, man.
Queen on the
Take
flop.
the queen, and that's all she wrote.
And Corey, or Rudy, gets our best finish of the day. Thank everybody for joining us for Game 7, Season 4 of Chase the Bracelet.
And don't forget, it'll be 2 weeks before our next
Away
episode.
the whole time.
We have next week, Easter Sunday, for everyone, and go ahead and enjoy time with your family and friends. For Paul Boston, I'm Chris Ward, and we will see you guys next week. Or 2 weeks, actually. Thanks.
Good luck working